Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different video here. I'm going to do a Resident Evil 4 Remake update video. Now normally I wouldn't do these type of update videos because that would increase the videos and all that shit, like quality. But hey, at least it's from an upcoming game that I'm looking forward to, which is Resident Evil 4 Remake. So strap the fuck in because there's a lot of things to cover. And all these news came in literally hours ago, literally today, so it's kind of fresh. So we're gonna talk about basically a lot of things. From there's gonna be any content, there's gonna be any the whole situation on Steam and all that kind of stuff. So stay the fuck in. So stay tuned. So starting up first, we got definitely confirmed by the director stating that there's not going to be any cut content from the game. So, and this is one of the things that irks me. If you watch my other videos, that irks me, that is the game will be there'll be a lot of cut content from the original. But now it's confirmed by the director himself. So I think the game will possibly be bigger than the original. Yeah, it's gonna be bigger than the original. So RE4 Remake, so gonna be cut content? The answer is no. There's not gonna be cut content, which is definitely a wonderful news for me. The game's gonna be still kind of a bit the same, but it's much more horror because the game is focused a lot in the horror space. So that's what the game is gonna be about. Now that's the first thing. The second thing is the big thing about the video, and one of the things that we mentioned on Steam, as you can see if I pull the screenshots, so stating that the Steam version will coming soon. Now I don't know I don't know what it's gonna be. There's probably gonna delay the PC port of the game. The PlayStation ports, the console ports are going to be still marked on the same date, March 24th. It's still in its release date. It didn't change. It didn't add more. Honestly, if they actually decide to say, hey, we're going to delay the game for a little bit for a few months, I think I wouldn't mind really that much. I think it would be kind of a good idea to give more time with the game, maybe to fix a few bugs, maybe a few glitches for all versions to be perfect out the door. If that's the case, or maybe it's only on PC because it's the PC ports. Sometimes people when they do PC ports, they kind of fuck up. So I would understand about that one. So that's that one. Now for the one thing, and probably the main reason I made this video, is the DLC weapons or the deluxe version. Because the deluxe version you will get is the game. You'll get the game. You'll get all the DLC outfits. You'll get the gold suitcase, attaché case, and the classic attaché case, alongside the charms for the handgun and the green herb, and plus a map. You get it very early on, and you get the guns, which is basically the shotgun and the handgun, added. But there's one thing that caught my eye, caught my attention. You can add this in your storage. Storage, you say? So the typewriter. So you're telling me that the typewriter is not only there as a save point, but as an item box? Question mark? As item boxes are a thing in Resident Evil 4 Remake? That would be very intriguing if they decide to add in item boxes in the game. If that's the case, then the inventory will not be big. It will be basically more. If we play just like Resident Evil 2, because Resident Evil 2 you have limited amount of space for items and 200 weapons and one-handed weapon. So it kind of implies to me that the game would basically involve a lot of strategies, because normally in the original game you can burn through a couple of bullets and you'll bring back all these bullets again pretty much easily. But so this one's much more strategic. So because since the game is a lot more horror based, I think they're gonna go with the Resident Evil 2 style, kind of okay, we're gonna have limited inventory slots, but we're gonna have a lot of ammo around, a lot of stuff around. But you have to be, you need to get decisions like what ammo to pick up, what stuff you need to pick up, that kind of thing. If that's the case, then that is a really good move and that will actually change the gameplay significantly from an action-based gameplay to a much more slower pace, more horror. And I know from the gameplay trailers we saw before, is there's some stealth elements, so maybe stealth elements will be a lot more useful when it comes to that whole thing. I don't know whether that's like why I put it in there, but I think it'd be useful if you think about it really. And so that's definitely the things about it. And another thing to mention, just a little bit of extra. I hope that they bring in some of the enemies from the 3.5, like like some of the enemies, like Hookman, for example. Let's hope they're gonna bring it in. So, in conclusion of the video, because it's a pretty short video, so it's not gonna be any cut content. So everything's gonna still be the same. The island's confirmed, even like previous week as well. Like the island's confirmed, so there's no cut content. So they already now it's been confirmed fully. So there's no cut content. So they're gonna add more content, which is good, which is a good idea, because they're gonna add more content and make the game a lot better. So hopefully it'll make the remake stand out to be its own thing and not be like, oh, it's better than the original. That's what I think the remakes are. It's kind of like they're standalone games. That's why they say they didn't call it Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake in the title. They want to make it as a standalone game and to stretch far away from its original predecessor to be its own thing, which is a very good idea and a good way to look at it. It's not like it's a better version of this game I played back in the day. Oh, this game is so old. Like Resident Evil 4, the original, will still be amazing no matter what. But anyways, so that's that. So that means basically characters like Krauser are gonna stay. Enemies like Vistadors, all that stuff are there. We haven't seen any island gameplay though. Let's hope we see some island gameplay pretty soon, if there is gonna be. And it's probably gonna be a 2K show, a Resident Evil showcase coming in maybe in a few weeks. I'll say about mid-February to be exact. And I think the demo might be dropping late February because I know, or maybe early March, because I know that Resident Evil, the Capcom, dropping demos I think like weeks before the main game. And I even heard that there's gonna be a one-shot demo similar to Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now I don't know about this one. It could be speculations. That's just like a rumor, so we don't know if that's gonna happen. Hopefully not, because this is something I would like to address, and I hope I can make a video once I'm done with the streaming. I'll of course be live streaming the demo both on Twitch and on YouTube, and then make a video analyzing what I think about the demo and what I think about the game and what these things need to be improved. That's one. Two, the delay of the Steam version. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Maybe they want to fix a lot of things, because sometimes PC ports were always infamously having or notoriously having issues at launch day, when it comes to games and all that kind of stuff, because a lot of PC players. So they make the game, want to make the game good, and not make it a buggy or glitchy or crashes, all that kind of stuff. So they want to make the game as good and make it, they want to test it. Maybe they have a lot of things maybe need to fix and patch. They want to test it and make it so they can release on, in the best condition possible. And the whole trench gun, the trench gun and the handgun with the whole storage thing is something that I believe would be it'll be interesting. It's an interesting concept. They decide to do a item box. If that is true, then it will be very interesting. They would do that. Hope they show more gameplay in the showcase if they're gonna announce it. I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys want me to continue doing some Resident Evil 4 update videos like this, Resident Evil 4, please drop it down in the comments. You want me to see more updates? And just giving you every new updates. If you want me to do more updates, leave down in the comments. You want me to do more updates for Resident Evil 4. I think that's pretty much it. That's had to say. So that's a short video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video for hopefully more updates in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Take care.